guys, welcome to another vlog. It's so weird seeing myself with shorter hair because I got my extensions taken out and I'm really sad about it because I'm not feeling my short curly hair. It just feels really thin and fluffy rather than defined, thick and like curly. But it's all good. I can't have my extensions in all year round. I probably will get them back maybe in like September for Fashion Week, as I got this set of extensions for Fashion Week in February. But I literally washed my hair this morning and I used shampoo, conditioner, and then I haven't run any serums or creams through my hair. That's why it's probably looking extra fruffy, if you could say that's a word. But yeah, anyway, I just got back from Ibiza. And guys, you're probably wondering, where is the Ibiza vlog? I didn't realize that the pieces that I'm wearing in like a majority of the video haven't been released yet by H&M Studio, as we went out there to shoot some special projects. Towards the end of the trip, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm not gonna be able to post this Ibiza vlog because these pieces haven't been released. So I'm gonna really quickly, these next 2 days, get a vlog filmed for you guys, but maybe the week after next you'll get the Ibiza vlog, and I'm not sure if it will be a very long one, but we shall see. Anyway, let's start this vlog off in the kitchen. I'm gonna cook us a dish that will hopefully last us for like 3 days. I want to do a chicken and rice in this slow cooker, and it's kind of like a biryani, but not really, because biryani, I think it is cooked with a lot of ghee and a lot of Indian spices are used, and this isn't going to be like a traditional biryani, but the idea with like vegetables and the rice and the chicken is all going to be in one big pot. So today I went for a lymphatic drainage massage, as after my flight I felt so swollen and just like my body felt stuck. I haven't got the best circulation in my legs and they just felt so tight, and you know that feeling when you've come off a flight and you feel swollen and not very nice. So I just went for a lymphatic drainage and that sorted me out. If you guys want to see the before and after, here you go. This is before. So I hadn't eaten anything in the morning, as with a lymphatic drainage massage, it's best to just drink water and to not eat too much. And then this is the after. There isn't too much difference. And I know this is like an example of my belly, but I think that's where you see the most results. There's not too much difference, but I feel different. I feel way lighter and I feel good. I bought myself some flowers. I can buy me some flowers. I don't know the lyrics. I'm not even gonna try. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I just realized I just cut off maybe a bit too much of the stem and I don't have a small vase for these flowers. We're gonna make it work with this beautiful jug I have. This is actually for serving water in, but it will work for these flowers, I hope. Fingers crossed. I love springtime. Look how good these look. I'm so surprised that they kind of fit. But how good do they look? They just need to bloom. So hopefully by tomorrow we'll have a look and see if they have blossomed. Let's find somewhere cute to put these. This house is a mess, by the way, so I don't know if I want to show you me putting these flowers away somewhere. Maybe I'll just have them here at the end of the counter so I can look at them whilst I cook. Cute. Okay, let's get cooking. The first thing I'm gonna do is marinate my chicken fillets for as long as possible. Preferably I'd like to do this overnight, but I haven't had time obviously because I was in Ibiza, but a little bit of marination will do the job. In a bowl, I have put some yogurt, and then I'm gonna add some cumin. Oh no, I'm running out, guys. That is so sad. That's all the cumin I have left. I'm gonna have to ask Bash to get some from the shop for me. Turmeric. Turmeric is so good for you. It's so healthy. Ground coriander. Some ground ginger. And then I'm going to add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil to this chicken marinade. Oh no, I'm running out of this as well. Goodness gracious me. Some salt. By the way, guys, I'm completely making this up as I go along, but I know it's going to be so good. Just grating some lime zest into my marinade. I want this to be quite zesty because I think chicken, when it's zesty, is just so delicious and you can never have enough citrus flavor to a dish. And then of course I want to add the juice of the limes. Why are limes always so hard to juice? I find lemons are always way softer. Okay, so I diced the chicken into small pieces. I didn't want to show that because I do think showing raw chicken is a little bit nasty. But here we go. I do wear gloves because I hate touching raw chicken. I think it is so slimy and gross. Yeah, this is gonna get a good amount of time to marinate whilst I prepare everything else. I'm going to wash and then drain the rice. I'm gonna do 2 cups of rice. So 1, 2. And then we're gonna rinse it. It's so important to wash your rice. And about the cups, this isn't like the usual cup measurement. We just use these particular mugs. Like a cup of rice in the actual cooking terms is much, much smaller.
Can I wash the rice for you? I'm gonna wash the rice, basically.
I hate washing rice. I find it so boring.
You'll see the color of this water. You basically want to wash it until the water is clear. So we'll do a few rounds.
A few rounds of rinsing. So how many times are you going to do this, Bash?
You do it until it goes clear, but maybe 3, 4.
You were going to buy me flowers?
Yeah, but I saw that you got some already. So.
No, I was home before you. Liar.
No, you know when I saw someone with flowers, I was like, I should get Sarah some flowers. But I called you to see if you needed the shop and you didn't, so I needed to pee so bad, so I just came home.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say on the phone, oh, I need flowers.
No, but say you needed like something from the shop.
Right,
and
okay.
I would have got flowers while I was at the shop.
Okay, so time for my favorite part, preparing all of the vegetables, because when they're all chopped and organized, all nicely laid out, it makes me so happy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some carrots first and I'm gonna dice them into tiny pieces. I had to tie my hair up because bits of my hair was going into the food. So disgusting. Now I'm gonna finely dice a yellow pepper. I got some oyster mushrooms. These are the mushrooms that Bash can eat. He cannot eat other mushrooms because he is currently on a low FODMAP diet. Is that right? You know when you're cooking and you're just so hungry that you have to eat whilst you cook? That's happening right now. These are so good. These are like lentil chips. They're chili and lemon flavor. And I just love the texture. They're just so hard and crispy. They are gluten-free and vegan. So I'll talk you through the vegetables that I've used. I've got diced carrots, yellow pepper, oyster mushrooms, courgette, aubergine, shallots, a whole red chili, coriander stalks, and 3 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna fry my vegetables before I cook it all with the rice and chicken, just because I want to make sure they get fried really nicely and all the flavors are there. Whereas if I put it straight away in with the rice and the chicken, it would boil rather than fry. It wouldn't boil, it would probably be more like steam rather than fry. I'm gonna add the carrots. You know what, I'm just gonna add everything. On a low heat, I'm gonna lightly toast my spices. So just because it brings out the flavor way more. You could just put it in here with the vegetables, but I'm gonna do it the fancy way. So I wanna do some cumin. I'm gonna do the rest of my ground coriander. I'm gonna do some, so these are pretty much the spices we use to marinate the chicken with. How about some nutmeg? I have the tiniest bit of nutmeg yet left, so I'm just gonna use that up. I can already smell it, it smells so fragrant, wow. I don't want the spices to burn, so I'm just gonna keep shaking it. So once they smoke, they're done. So I'm gonna take them off the heat. I'd say this is a good time to add my garlic, chili, and coriander stalks. This is gonna be so good, guys. Give that a good stir. Okay guys, now that the vegetables have softened a bit, I'm gonna add in my spices that have toasted, and it's gonna be extra flavorful. What a dream. I think I need to add a little bit more olive oil into this. It's getting a bit dry. Okay, this is probably like the most fun part of creating this dish. I'm gonna layer everything. So I'm gonna start with the base, I'm gonna layer it with the chicken, and then the vegetables, and then the rice, and then the chicken and the vegetables and the rice. And then it's all gonna cook in a chicken bone broth. I've mentioned this before, bone broth is really good for your skin, and there's so many health benefits to chicken broth. And because it's very liquidy, it's great to mix in with water. I want to do the same amount of water than I did rice. So, where's the cup? This is the cup that I used for the rice. I'm just gonna fill that up with the broth. Okay, so that doesn't fill up the mug, so I'm just gonna add some extra water to this. So that's 1 cup. And then I'm just gonna do another cup. I'm gonna cover the base with some olive oil, just so that nothing gets stuck. And then I'm going to put some of the aubergine right at the bottom. Cover, cover, cover. And I'm gonna get some on the sides as well, so that nothing gets stuck around the rim. Let's add some more so it's completely covered. Time to introduce the chicken that has been marinating. Bash, I bet you can't wait to eat this. A long time. And then I'm gonna do the same again. More chicken. I'm going to pat down all of the ingredients in this massive bowl just so that it's all tight and it will all cook evenly. Now it's time to add my chicken bone broth mixed with water. It's important to cook rice with salt as it just gives it way more flavor. But because, look how good that looks, guys. Because you would usually like mix in the salt with the rice without all of the chicken and the vegetables and everything, I'm gonna add it in with the water. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be insane. I'm gonna add the water in. I'm gonna do it slowly because we're putting a lot of love into this. Let me know if you guys would ever try this at home. I know it does seem very complicated, but it's incredibly easy, and I will leave the recipe down below. If you don't have a slow cooker, you could also do this in the oven, like a 1 tray bake chicken dish. But I've never tried it like that before, but there will be loads of recipes online if you just search 1 tray bake chicken dish. Okay. So all the water is in the pot and it's definitely seeped down to the bottom. I know it does not look appetizing, but the water will reduce and disappear, and the chicken and the vegetables and the rice, everything will be cooked to perfection. Okay, my food is finally ready and it's the moment of truth. Okay, it's looking good. I feel like I've overcooked it a little bit, but it's all good. I'm gonna empty it into this massive bowl. This is from Soho Home. Shout out to my girl Victoria. I actually saw her purchase like a whole collection from Soho Home, and I saw it. I was like, I need those. And they were on sale and they were quite cheap. I'm not sure if they're there anymore. Okay, I'm gonna empty this all out into a bowl. Oh my God, this is gonna literally last us for days. Wow. This is looking really good. Add some coriander just to make things pretty. Also, I love coriander. And that, I will show you, is my chicken and rice. Would you eat this? Let me know. It's full of nutrients, it's good for you, and it's so tasty. Here I made like a lime coriander yogurt to go with the rice. I just felt like it needed a little something. Okay, let me test this for you guys. I'm gonna get a bit of everything on my fork. Well, it's definitely not lacking flavour. I'm just a little bit disappointed in myself because I've overcooked the rice a tiny bit, and I really, really, really like it when rice is like grainy and it like kind of falls off the fork, but it's really, really delicious. So I will put in the description how I made this so y'all can give it a go. Oh, I just ran up the stairs. How are you all doing? I'm sorry I cut off my vlog yesterday at the cooking part, but I was honestly so tired after cooking and I had so much to do that I just needed to get on with life and admin. So we're starting again. Let's go. Today I have a very exciting day. I am going to meet our new assistant. This is going to be amazing. It means Bash will have a lot less stress. For instance, when we're on shoots, he won't be having to email clients at the same time. We'll have someone else doing that for him, and just to have an extra helping pair of hands is going to be amazing, which means that I can create even more content. And then we are having a sleepover with Louis Vuitton at a brand new hotel, so I'm going to take you guys along with me. This is what I'm wearing for the day. My Magda Bertram cream leather trench coat and my Attico polo, which has really big shoulders as well. My Louis Vuitton croissant bag. This comes off, but I thought it looked really cute and dynamic leaving it on. My 80s jeans. These are just like a washed out grey baggy pair of jeans. And then my Dior cowboy boots, because this Western theme is just very in right now and I love it. So I thought my Dior cowboy boots would be perfect for this spring weather. The sun's just decided to come out, so maybe I'm going to be too hot in this, I don't know. But I've got a rush because I don't want to be late and I want to be on time for everything. But I thought I'd just show you quickly what I'm wearing. And I had to do it upstairs because downstairs is a complete mess, but it's kind of cute. I like it up here. We just arrived. We tried to check in, but our room isn't ready yet, so we're just waiting in the cafe until our room has been sorted. And to our surprise, the cafe in this hotel is this, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Cedric Grelot, which is like a viral pastry chef. He makes pastries in like really, really, really big batches, which is why he went viral. But his content is insane, and I've always wanted to try some of his baked goods. So I think today might be the day. These are the pastries that they have out. I'll give you a little tour. The pain au chocolats look so good. And then I think these are like cinnamon buns. I'm not sure, but I'm tempted to try, but it looks so big, maybe too big. It's so funny. Every time I start vlogging, in a restaurant or a cafe, the waiter comes over. It's like the camera attracts them. They're like, oh, what's she doing over there? But honestly, I don't know how we're going to have pastries because we just ate. We had the leftover rice with fried eggs for breakfast, which was so good. That is the most pistachio tasting cake I have ever had. And it's so sweet. The cream, the texture is so good. And I'm going to try the pain au chocolat in the morning because I feel like it's a bit inappropriate to have a pain au chocolat at 2 in the afternoon. We just checked into our room and oh my goodness, it's insane. I feel like we're the first people to stay at this hotel because everything just feels so brand new. You walk through this hallway and then you get into the living area, and here we have some Louis Vuitton gifts. One for me, one for Bash, a little something there. I love this table setup. That is so cute. And then, oh my gosh, is that a Louis Vuitton blanket? Bash, there's a Louis Vuitton blanket. Do you reckon we can keep it? Imagine if we can keep that. Probably not. Okay, anyway. We have a coffee and drinks area, TV, and then the bedroom. This is such a vibe. I love wooden panelled walls. I think that this aesthetic is so beautiful. It's giving Japanese / Scandi vibed mix. And that's the view of Hyde Park, which is a very famous park in London. And then we're going to walk into the wardrobe room. Oh my goodness. This is the wardrobe of my dreams. So we have our luggage. And this is what I will be wearing tonight. my Louis Vuitton boots and a belt, and they are dressing me in this really cool bomber jacket. You'll see the outfit on me later with a skirt, and then this green jacket is what Bash is going to wear. I am so excited. We are staying very, very close to Harrods, so I think we're going to go and pop into Harrods because there's something that I want to buy. If they have it in stock and I buy it, I'll tell you all about it later, but I'm not going to get into it right now. So watch out for that, see if I buy this mysterious thing or not. And here, look, you can see my outfit in full here. We have my cowboy boots. I'm really feeling this outfit. It's giving me very casual but chic vibes. Wow. And then in here we have the bathroom. Maybe I'll be having a bath later because we've got some Himalayan bath salts. And then, oh my God, this is literally bathroom of my dreams. Look at this marble sink. I am feeling so inspired right now. And that is the room tour. Over and out. We're gonna check out the Louis Vuitton concession in Harrods. Oh my God, that is such a grand entrance. Look at those trunks. I need all of them. But who actually travels with trunks these days? Not me. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Oh, there is a reason why I never vlog in public. I was vlogging inside Harrods, and then security came up to me and told me off for filming inside. And I'm a Cancer, I'm very sensitive. I hate being told off, and I got told off. And that just makes me even more shy to vlog in public because I just never want to get in trouble. And I remember I was in the Miu Miu store in Bond Street in Oxford Circus, and one of the employees was like, oh, make sure I'm not in your video. And I just felt really embarrassed and awkward. So I don't know, these things, they scare me from vlogging. Even just walking in the street right now, passing people, I just feel so self-conscious.
How many times you've been asked by Harrods to film in the store?
I know, but it's
been there 10 times to film in the store.
It's in the morning before the store opens. So I don't know, I assumed it would be okay, but I got in so much trouble. I'm so embarrassed. I'm never vlogging in public again. No, I'm joking. So we secured the bag. It's a very, very heavy bag. I'm not going to show you guys just yet what's inside because as soon as we get back to the hotel, I need to get ready for my evening with Louis Vuitton. But I promise you, I'll show you what I got in the morning. It's very exciting. But I'm not giving any clues because you have to watch on in this video to see what I got. Wow, the lighting in here is insane. Okay, I'm going to start getting ready for tonight. I need to do my makeup. I'm wearing zero makeup. Sorry, I'm just looking at myself. I'm not this pale. This lighting is making me look more pale than I am. Anyway, do you know what really, really bugs me? Is that all of my cosmetic cases are different and they're not matching. I would love for everything to be really organized and clean and aesthetically pleasing, but the reality is that it's not. But this has been amazing. It's massive, it's big, and it fits absolutely everything. Okay, let's start getting ready for this evening. Okay, I'm going straight in with some moisturizer, and this is my new Elizabeth Arden 8-hour Hydra Play Skin Perfecting Moisturizer. Let me see. That looks cool. Really nice. Look how cool Bash looks, guys, with his Louis Vuitton jacket.
Do I tuck the vest?
Guys, should he tuck the vest or should he keep it out? So that's tucked in, and that's tucked out. I think in.
Yeah, it looks quite military.
It looks more fashion. As you guys know, I always go very natural with my makeup, and again, I'm keeping it really natural. I'm basically doing the same thing that I always do, but I do have some new products to play around with, so I shall be showing you that. But first, let's get my under eyes covered and let's do the base. Because I'm a little bit tanned, I have been mixing my Luminous Silk Armani foundation with this Hourglass foundation. This is usually my skin tone, but due to the tan, I need a little bit of a darker shade, and this is my darker foundation. And I put the tiniest bit, And then I use my Hourglass foundation. This at the moment is one of my favorite foundations. I love it. It's just so luminous and it's so soft and silky, and the coverage is amazeballs. I recently got this Huda Beauty concealer, and I got this like 2 years ago or something, 2-3 years ago, and I completely forgot about it. And I was passing the counter in Selfridges and I was like, oh my God, I remember this concealer being so good on coverage. So due to the tan, I needed something a little bit darker. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give that a go. And it's one of the best. And this is in shade Sugar Biscuit. I love a Sugar Biscuit, me. And I'm really quickly, you know what, I'm in a rush as per usual. I have to be ready in like 40 minutes. So I have to do my makeup, and then I'm gonna go over my hair, make that all neat and tidy, and then make our way downstairs to see friends and catch up with our Louis Vuitton family, which I'm very excited about. They're all so, so lovely. That'll be a nice evening seeing people. And the fact that the event is downstairs in this hotel is so nice, because it means that we don't have to travel anywhere to go to bed. We can literally just go up the escalator and then boom, we can hit the sheets. The Forever Skin Correct by Dior is also a very, very good concealer. This shade is very pale, so I'm just going to use it within the corners of my eyes, just because that's where the shadow casts with my eyes, and that's where the darker areas are. So I just want to light that up with a lighter foundation, and then I'm going to cover my under eyes with my translucent Laura Mercier powder. I've said it before, I'll say it again, guys. This powder just gives you that airbrush effect. It's amazing. I couldn't live without this in my makeup routine. This is if I knock myself, or if someone comes in and knocks onto me, this is going everywhere. You have to be so careful. I'm just going to use that under my eyes, and then I'm also going to use it in places that go the most shiny for me. So that's going to be on my forehead, and then around the nose area here, and then let's just mattify these under eyes. Can we just take a moment for how good my skin's looking at the moment? I have been kind of good in terms of not having too much gluten. I've not been having it where I can. And my cut down on dairy milk, I think, has also improved my skin a lot. So it's going well. My back spots are still there, but we move. We haven't been doing it for very long, and we'll see. Okay, I feel like I'm just like in fast forward mode because I don't want to be late. I've recently, I can't believe this, I've recently discovered contouring. This just gives your face a little bit more structure. I am doing it on my temples, my cheekbones. So let's see how this is gonna work for me. I do find it hard to blend on my skin. My skin is quite dry, so things don't really blend in that well, but a beauty blender does the trick. Can you tell? Can you tell I have an extravagant jawline now? I'm joking. Is it working? Yeah. I know I just got back from Ibiza, but I want to still give myself that, oh my God, that did not blend in properly. I'm looking in the mirror. Let's use a brush. I still want to give myself that sun-kissed look because I think it's so cute, and I feel like this is just like a makeup technique I will do forever. That kind of rosy sunburn look across the cheeks and the nose. This is by Ilia Beauty, and one of you subscribers asked me about this, which shade it was, and it's in shade All of Me. For me, it's the perfect shade. I'm gonna blend that in. Onto eyebrows. I had run out of all of my eyebrow products, so I was in Boots and I just literally grabbed the thing that was closest to me. So I was at the Maybelline counter and I took this Tattoo Brow and this Build a Brow pencil. Well, it's a pen actually. And I'll just like go through the hairs with really thin strokes. I'm not really into like a thick looking brow, as on me it looks very unnatural because I do have naturally thin brows, but just to fill in the gaps. And then on the other side is like a liquid. Also guys, everything I'm talking about is genuinely my makeup routine. I'm not getting paid or sponsored to talk about any of these products. I'm just a huge fan of most of these products, but these are new, so I'm still kind of getting to know them. And then I'm just gonna run through with some color. Oh, my skin's looking so dry. I should have put some oil on. Do you ever start to finish off your makeup and you're thinking, oh my God, this just looks so terrible. I wish I could go and wash this off and start again. That's how I'm feeling right now because my skin's just looking so dry. Oh, I don't have time. Stress. Okay, this will do. For the freckles, I've just got this like really, really light eyebrow. It's an eyebrow pen. Oh my God, my eyebrows look freaky. It's a really light shaded eyebrow pen, like for blonde hairs, I guess. But I thought, okay, I'm gonna try it. Gosh, I'm gonna try that for my freckles because I've been feeling like my freckles are looking a little bit unnatural. I want this to look as natural as possible. And this blonde pen has been working. I don't want my makeup to look so flat, so I'm just gonna put on some Dior Show 5 colored palette in shade Mitza, and these are really beautiful brown shades. So I'm just gonna go on really lightly with these 3, and I will just blend them. So, because I've got quite foundation-y eyelids right now, so I don't really want that vibe. I'm going so light on this, guys, honestly. Like, you can barely tell that I'm wearing eyeshadow. Dior Beauty eyeshadows are probably one of my favorite eyeshadows because their shade selection is out of this world. They have literally every single shade you could ask for, and the pigment is so good, and the shades are so beautiful as well. Wow. Sorry, hi. Mascara, I'm using this Rabanne mascara. I've really been enjoying their mascaras lately. They're not too clumpy, because when a mascara is clumpy, I can't stand. It's like, do you remember, guys, being in like secondary school and girls would wear like an outrageous amount of mascara that their eyes would like fall like that because the eyelashes were weighing them down. That's what it reminds me of. That is what happened in my school anyway. I guess the girls that wear really, really, really false eyelashes, that's the equivalent to these days. But yeah, back in my day, girls would wear an absurd amount of mascara and it would all be clumpy and it would all trickle down their cheek. Nah, that is not happening for me today. Oh my God, my hands are literally filthy right now. Lips, I am gonna do lip liner by Lisa Eldridge, and I believe this is in shade Affair. Oh my God, it's full of, that's where the mascara has gone. This is just full of mascara. I'm getting mascara all over my hands, and that's just gonna lightly go over. The shade Affair by Lisa Eldridge, guys, for me, nothing beats it. It's literally the exact shade of my lip, but enhancing it, and the quality of her pieces are just amazing. If you don't know who Lisa Eldridge is, she's like the OG makeup girl in the social media industry. She used to do really amazing makeup tutorials on YouTube. She was like one of the first to do it, and she has the most amazing vintage makeup collection. I'm feeling very lucky that I have some of her products. Just like my skin, my lips are feeling very dry. I should have applied this first, but it's just my Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream on the lips. This is obviously different to the moisturizer that I used at first. You either love it or hate it, and I love it. It has a very distinct taste to it, and I really don't mind it. I know some people really have a thing about it, but not me. This Rabanne lipstick is in shade Softcore Nude, and it's the perfect nude. It's the same as my lip color, similar to the shade Affair that I used by Lisa Eldridge. Isn't it so nice? And then I'm just gonna go over my lips with the good old Dior lip oil, and this is in shade Cherry. No, this is Rosewood, shade Rosewood, but this is the cherry oil. Nothing gives a better gloss glow than Dior lip oils. They're the best in the game. I don't have a bag to wear for this, so I'm just going to a room to get one. I need to find room 3010. I secured a bag. That quick and easy. I really wanted to do a get ready with me, guys, but I have no time. I always find myself in a rush getting ready for events or shows, but how epic is this bomber jacket? This is the bomber jacket shape of my dreams. Bash, can we buy this, please? Thanks. This is insane. Oh, the high neck is so chic and it makes me look very elongated. And then the balloon sleeves just make me look like a dove. I feel incredible. I'm joking, that is very, very sarcastic, but my gosh, I've never worn such an epic and an amazing jacket. I'm obsessed. I feel so cool and I feel like it's very me. And then for the rest of the outfit, we have this beautiful chiffon silk skirt. I'm just kind of scared because it's a little bit see-through and all I have with me is a black thong. That's what I'm wearing, but you can't really see it. And then this belt to style it with, just black ruched boots, which are also LV. The bag that I just picked up from their showroom. Perfect. I'm finished. I'm all dressed and ready to go. I forgot. You guys obviously saw earlier during my room tour that I got some gifts, so let's open them together. I have a feeling I know what this is. I'm guessing this is a perfume. Do you want to show YouTube your outfit? Do you want to show Do you want to show my friends on FaceTime your outfit? We'll show it again. We have Rose d'Avence Louis Vuitton fragrance. I don't have time to open it now properly, but I really wanted to show you guys, and let's see what's in here. You know what? I can smell that fragrance. Or did you just spray something?
No, I put on my massage bar.
Have you ever seen chocolates this chic? Look at that. I don't want to eat them because they're beautiful. No, but they're so beautiful. Okay, let's do a taste test. You do that one. And I'm going to... Is it really good? And I can tell it's a mix of dark chocolate and milk chocolate. I hate dark chocolate. Every time I eat it, it gives me a really, really bad headache. But I'm gonna stop now, otherwise I'm gonna eat them all. Oh, delicious. Miss Lysander is ready for this gathering / event. I'm very excited. Very chic. Really sorry, I've switched to iPhone, so my sound's going to be completely different just because my vlogging camera didn't fit in this bag, so yeah. Okay, so I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. So this event has been spectacular. We're actually the first people to stay at this hotel, and we are viewing the Louis Vuitton collections throughout different floors of the hotel. So this is a cigar room and it has a lot of lifestyle products in this room. So for instance, we have... So here we have some cigars in a Louis Vuitton trunk. And then over here we have a golf station for those of you that like playing golf, and golf is very in right now. Is it? So yeah. Hi Olivia. Hi.
best way to kickstart my birthday celebrations. I couldn't have asked for a better crowd and a better brand to be here with. So thank you very much for making this special. And yeah, no, it's real nice. Thank you.
Good morning, guys. Last night was so fun. It was so fun to spend time with friends. We knew practically everyone that was there, so it was just like a very comfortable environment. There was like no awkward silences. We had a fantastic dinner, took amazing content. So all in all, it was such a lovely evening. And then we had like an 11 o'clock bedtime, which for us, it's not too late, but it's certainly not early. And then this morning we woke up and then we went for a lovely walk on Hyde Park, because Hyde Park is literally opposite our hotel, and it was so beautiful to see the tulips that had blossomed. It was such a vibe. And then we came back to the hotel and then we went to the sauna, and the sauna was amazing because no one had used it before. With like everyone staying in the hotel today is like the first ever guests to stay in this hotel because it's brand new. The sauna had literally been untouched, so it was so fresh and you could still smell the wood. It was amazing. And then we came back, had a shower, and then had breakfast. I had a good old English fry up with chicken sausages, and it was so good. I'm so happy. And now I'm in my room and I'm going to unbox my Harrods purchase, which I'm really excited about. And I'm sure you guys have been waiting for this moment as well. Where do I start? Okay, so I recently started doing like lymphatic drainage massages, and the woman doing the massages, she mentioned to me, oh, Sarah, you could possibly have lipedema in your legs. And lipedema is when you have a buildup of fat in your legs that you can't really get rid of by exercising and by going on a diet. It's like stubborn fat that you're born with it. You inherit it. And I told my mum that, oh, I could possibly have stage 1 of lipedema, and she said, well, I'm not surprised because that's what your grandma has. So I'm like, oh my god, mind blown. And I've always wondered, like, why are my legs bigger when I compare myself to models and to friends for my body weight? This kind of, I really started researching into it and it explained everything. I also have these lumps in my legs. They're just like rock hard, like small tiny lumps, and that's one symptom of lipedema. Bad circulation. I've got very bad circulation. I've always got cold feet, another symptom. And my leg basically has no shape. It just kind of just goes straight down. And I've spoken before in my vlogs, I've mentioned that I have cankles, so it just all makes sense. So going for lymphatic drainage massages on your legs is like a great way to kind of like keep the blood flowing and to like help. And then we came across these amazing Recovery Air jet boots. So these are like huge compression socks. You slip your feet into the boot and electronically they will start to pressure on your legs. Like it's like having someone come and squeeze your whole leg for you, and that's gonna be really, really good. And I'm also gonna start wearing compression socks when I go onto flights. Those are just really, really, really tight socks.
They say that it's good for.
Yeah, it's good for it. So this is just something I'm just so excited to start using, and I'm really hoping I start to see a difference. Guys, I'm not saying that I have fat legs. I definitely do not have fat legs, but my legs are a little bit bigger than they should be in comparison to the rest of my body. And then like another thing I saw online is like people who have lipedema on their legs, they tend to have like small frames, but a smaller frame upper body. They tend to have smaller waists, and then that's exactly what I have. I have a very small waist in comparison to the rest of my hip downwards. So yeah, I'm gonna try these, and I really, really, really hope that these are gonna help me with my stage 1 of lipedema. I've said this before, I struggle walking in heels, and then it's just reading about it, it just all made sense. People with lipidemia struggle with pressure on their feet. So when you're wearing high heels, your feet are going like that, and you're placing a lot of pressure on them. I'm literally in agony after half an hour wearing high heels. So I find it really, really difficult. And I just find it difficult walking in heels. That's why I never agreed to do catwalks, because I can't walk down the catwalk in high heels, and I always have this like massive anxiety. And it's just reading about it, it's like everything makes sense. It's all fallen into place for me. It's also something that's not really spoken about much. There hasn't been much research into lipidemia. 11% of women have it. That's quite a lot.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
quite high, and it's crazy that, number one, it's never been spoken about. It's taken, like, I'm almost 30, and it's taken me all this time to like figure out like why I have all these problems with the circulation in my legs, why I can't walk in heels, what these bumps are in my legs. You can't really see them on a camera, but I can feel them. Why I don't have an ankle, why. And I work out so much, and I'm always like, why? I work out a lot. Why has my leg shape not changed? But it's because literally working out doesn't get rid of the stubborn fat within my legs. But by working out will help prevent it getting worse, because there are other stages. There's like stage 3, 2, 3, 4, and it can get really, really, really bad. And I never want that to happen to me. So I'm just going to carry on eating healthy, carry on working out, and drinking lots of water. Okay, so let's try these boots. Wow, they're really big. I didn't expect them to be so big, but that's perfect. They're very heavy.
These have the pump built in.
Right.
They're portable, like wireless. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's try these on. There are 3 different types of boots. We went for the middle range. I didn't want to go for the pro just yet, because I was like, I'd like to save a little bit of money, because these are quite expensive. I think these were £700. But the way I see it is £700 well spent, because I could spend £700 on like 10 sessions of lymphatic drainage massages, whereas this will give me like way more use, and I can use it whenever. I can use it traveling.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Highest power?
Yeah. Okay, let me do the same for this. Oh, do you know I could compare this to when you go and get a blood test,
Oh, yeah.
and they wrap that thing around your arm to stop the blood flowing. That tight squeeze is what's happening down here.
How's it feel?
So good.
Yeah.
I also read that you can get liposuction to get rid of this, but I really don't want to have to go through surgery, because I have stage 1 and it's just not major. Another thing we purchased at Harrods, as we were in the Therabody section. By the way, this isn't an ad. This is not sponsored. We were just so influenced by all the amazing technology pieces that they had. We bought a Thera face mask. This has red light therapy. Yeah, it is LED. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm just really distracted because these are so tight, but it feels so good. I can't feel my legs. So this is good for like radiant skin, glowing skin. Bash's mum swears by it. Oh, is that it?
No, do like.
Oh, it will. Okay, so they just started to deflate. So I was like, oh no, is that it? I was really enjoying that feeling. Bash's mum uses one of these masks, and she looks amazing, and she's going to be 60 soon. And I'm just like, oh my God, if I can look like you by the time I'm 60, I'm going to do whatever you do. This has blue light, which is really good, and infrared LED lights. It's clinically proven, a 9-minute treatment to help reduce breakouts, fine lines, and wrinkles. So let's open this up. I need to open up a salon in my house one day. We have all the gear, but no idea. No, I'm joking. We actually do our research. It vibrates.
It massages your skin.
Oh my god, I'm getting a face massage as well as... Oh my god, my head is buzzing. This is the future. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to wrap up this vlog here because within the next few minutes I think I'm gonna be superhuman and I won't be able to vlog anymore. Thank you for watching this week's video and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next week. Bye.